Hey guys, today we're going to do section 2.4. Your book is 2.4, inequalities in one variable. When you are solving inequalities, we have to remember that we have to flip or reverse the inequality symbol if we multiply or divide the entire inequality by a negative number. Everything else is the same, just as if we were solving equations. So, let's solve each equation and give our answer in interval notation. So number 1, when we're solving 4x minus 7 is greater than or equal to 11, we treat that inequality symbol greater than or equal to as if it's an equal sign, unless we multiply or divide by a negative number. So our first step would be to add 7 to both sides. 4x is greater than or equal to 18. Divide both sides by 4, so x is greater than or equal to 9/2. That came from 18 over 2. The question says interval notation, so x is greater than or equal to 9/2. So it will be bracket 9/2 to infinity. If you said 4.5 to infinity, you're also correct. Number 2, we have fractions again. So we have to get rid of our denominators, and you are allowed to multiply the entire inequality by the LCD. In this case, it would be what for number 2? What would the LCD be for number 2? If you said 6, you are correct. So we're going to multiply this whole equation by 6. So we get 4 minus x is less than, do not forget about the 4 times 6, so 24. In this case, move the 4 to the right, negative x is less than 20. In order to get rid of that coefficient of negative 1, we are dividing by a negative 1. So that is where you need to flip the inequality. So x is greater than 20. In interval notation, parentheses, 20 to infinity. So this is the inequality, and this would be the interval notation. All right, now we are moving into compound inequalities. So we have or and. Thinking about interval notation, or we're going to have to deal with union, and we're going to have to deal with the intersection. Treat them as if they're their own inequality initially, and then we will look at the union and intersection later. So this one here, x is greater than 2, 3x is less than 12, so x is less than 4. If this here is or, we're going to rewrite this as x is greater than 2, or x is less than 4. I guess I can just circle these for right now, or move this one down. X is greater than 2, or x is less than 4. In interval notation, this would be 2 to infinity union negative infinity to 4. Union means you're taking all of it. This is going to positive infinity, and that one is going to negative infinity. So the union of both of them is all real numbers, negative infinity to positive infinity. If you ended up getting an inequality that the union was 2 pieces, leave it alone. But if you have 2 inequalities in your union, you're taking the union of them, you can simplify it if they overlap to the one interval. All right, number 4, take a minute and solve each individual inequality here. Be careful of the negative sign and flipping the inequality. And then we will talk about and. Be careful of negative signs for this one right here. I distributed the negative 1 to the left there. I did not multiply the entire equation by negative 1, so that inequality of less than did not flip. However, this one here, I divided both sides by a negative 1, so this sign changed right here. So now we have the intersection of these two intervals here, and there is overlap. So our intersection will be -5 to 5 parenthesis. All right, number 5. How do we get rid of that 2/3? How do we get rid of that 3 on the bottom? If you multiply the whole equation by 3, you are correct. Let's change this color here. Okay. Multiply the whole thing by 3. So 15 is less than 2. 10 minus x is protected by the parentheses. Don't forget about that 1. And you just distribute and simplify the right. So 20 minus 2x plus 3. 23 minus 2x is the right-hand side simplified. I always look and see which side would make my x be positive, or you could always move your x to the left. It's a preference thing. So I'm going to move the 2x to the left, and I'm going to move 15 to the right, which is 8. So this one is x is less than 4. What would the interval notation of x is less than 4 be? If you said -infinity to 4, you are correct. All right, number 6. This is a compound inequality that already is the intersection, and you are looking for x between two numbers. So what you do to one side, you do to all 3 sides. So you always want to focus on the inside to get rid of any of the extra stuff, that any operations and numbers that are being added or multiplied to your variable. So to get rid of the 3 and the 1, we first have to subtract 1 from all 3 sides. So we get -3 is less than 3x, which is less than or equal to 9, dividing all 3 sides by +3, because you're focusing on this in the middle. My mistake there. -1 is less than x, which is less than or equal to 3. This right here is a compound inequality. It's talking about the numbers that are between -1, not including -1, and 3. So this helps you get your interval right away. All right, last one. Take a minute, simplify both sides and combine like terms, and then solve for your value of x that would make that inequality true. All right, so this is what I got here. Be careful when I'm checking stuff. Make sure that this is negative here, because you're distributing a -4 to both pieces. Also, when you get down to here, I chose to move the -x to the other side by adding x to both sides. And then when I divide by 61, my variable's on the right. Make sure you move the variable to the left. So when I do that, when I rewrite it, this here, the math is open to the -51 over 61. So when you rewrite this with x on the left, you have to flip the variable because you are moving it to the other side, and it stays like this. In interval notation, that is x is less than. I always find that it's easier to focus on when the variable's on the left to get my interval. So we're going from -infinity up to -51 over 61 parenthesis. So that would be the final answer for number 7. That is all. If you need to hit pause and take a look at any other ones that we did from this section here, do so now. As always, let me know if there are any questions, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks, guys.